Hello and welcome to Your Project Outsourced. In this series, I cover all the essential information about outsourcing your project to an external partner, like INVO, and key things you need to be aware of when you scale up your team this way. So before we begin, subscribe to our channel to never miss our episodes. Click here to visit our social media profiles like Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn for more tips and tricks. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to find the best agency to work with. I will cover all the essentials you need to take into consideration when you're thinking of hiring an agency for your project, and what are mistakes you should definitely avoid. Let's jump in. The first thing you need to determine is whether you're looking for a software house or a body leasing agency. The profile of a company depends specifically on your needs. If you're looking for a partner to take care of your project, you should focus on finding a software house that can give you an entire team with comprehensive skills. But if you're in need of scaling up your existing team, a body leasing agency might be a good way to go because it specializes in delivering the right people. However, most of the time a software house can do that too. For example, at INVO we can either take care of a project or lease you the right people you're looking for. As we discussed in the previous episode, IT outsourcing usually costs less than hiring in-house teams. But even if you are looking to save some money, you surely don't want to compromise the quality of work. So look for regions where reasonable prices meet the highest quality. I would recommend you check rankings of countries with the best developers and average rates like the one published by HackerRank. After you have narrowed down the search, you should now look more closely at a company's expertise. Check their website to find out what kind of services they provide. Look for similarities to your project in their case studies. Do they also share their knowledge actively on social media? Do they have an open recruitment process, meaning that they are growing? All that matters if you are looking for experts that will be the right partner for you. Another great source of information is Clutch, where you can check different companies' references. This all should give you a great overview of the market and make the decision-making process much easier. Another key thing in planning the cooperation is to find out what's the company's process regarding services you need, for instance design and development. The best way to do that is by arranging a call with one of the representatives. This way, you can learn more about how they organize their work, what the process looks like, what communication tools they use, and how the process is tracked and measured. I completely recommend this approach, because not only will you have an opportunity to ask questions about your project, but also to check if there will be chemistry between your company and a remote company while working together. To arrange a call, look for contact info on their website. Alright, so at first glance the process of choosing the right partner doesn't seem to be that complicated, right? The key to success is being aware of what goal you want to achieve and establishing the key attributes that your partner should have. It's always good to prepare. Now, let's switch the topic a little bit and discuss common mistakes people make when hiring outsourced teams and how can you avoid investing capital in a partner that is not compatible with your business objectives. The first big mistake is to hire a partner with no awareness of your niche whatsoever. They may present you with outstanding technical skills, but you must know that this is not enough. The partner you choose should have a thorough understanding of challenges, problems, and the present reality within your industry. Only this way they are capable of translating your business requirements into useful technology. Otherwise, you will have to be more involved in the process and spend much more time onboarding the team. And even then, the chances of misaligned goals are increased. You can avoid this situation by doing a thorough check of all potential partners, just like I described before. To recap it once more, check their website, find similarities to your project in their case studies, check their clients' references and prepare yourself for a conversation with a representative to make sure that you'll ask the right question. Okay, this next mistake seems really inconsiderate to make, but it's still quite common. Would you hire a person who does not speak your language fluently? Probably no, and I bet you can imagine the problems that would occur if you did. Despite that, many people still decide to hire people who do not speak either the language or English fluently. If your contractor's team does not speak your language at a professional level, it will cause a wide spectrum of problems like dragging out the execution of your contract, inaccurate scoping of work, and poor response to feedback. To avoid that, look for IT and software companies in regions that are compatible with your language and culture. You can use the English Proficiency Index and look for countries with high or very high scores, you'll be more likely to find the right company. Also, don't forget to evaluate the language proficiency of all team members that will be working on your project. Another problem is poor communication. And even if there's no language barrier, communication issues can still happen. We are talking about problems like the lack of transparency, faulty project management practices, improper passing of information, etc. These problems occur mostly when the communication channels don't match your work style. So if you want to avoid those problems, check how the company you chose communicates with their clients during the project and see if your processes align with theirs. Also check how transparent they are with their project management practices. If there's no transparency in the process, then it means something might be wrong. And lastly, there are issues with scalability. In this case, you need to keep your company's growth in mind. It means that if you scale up, your needs will evolve. So if you hire, for instance, 2 or 3 developers, in 6 months you may need to upgrade and hire 5 or 6 developers because the scope has expanded due to your company's growth. So if you partner with a company that has only a handful of experts, narrowed to only one type of field or technology, they might not be able to support you for a longer period of time. Keep that in mind and pick a partner that can support both your short and long-term goals. As you can see, choosing the right partner is not a piece of cake and there are a lot of pitfalls you should be aware of. However, with the tips that I gave you, you should do just fine. Remember, it's all about knowing what you need, gathering information and asking the right questions. Alright, that will be all for today. Stay tuned for next week's episode where I'm going to tell you how to prepare a comprehensive brief for the outsourcing company you chose so that they best understand your needs and objectives. If you'd like to talk to me about building your digital product, write me an email at p.markowski@invotech.co. To stay in touch with us, click here to visit our social media profiles like Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. Thanks for watching and see you next week!